Hey guys, we haven't put a video up in a while. Had a lot going on, but what a gorgeous day. Wildflowers everywhere.
Everywhere. We just did a little, 5-day getaway throughout the mountains up here and went through this area called Keebler Pass. Check it out. It is supposed to be one of the most beautiful fall escapes on the planet. And if the escape this past week was any indication, I can't even imagine how incredible it's going to look when all those aspens that are just lining both sides of this pass,
As far as you can see.
as far as the eye can see, forever and ever and through, when they're bursting with their bright golden leaves. I can't wait to go back and take that drive with you, Jeffrey.
It's going to be awesome.
And see it. Whew. The altitude's really affecting me right now. So, as Jeffrey mentioned, we haven't done a video in a little bit. And reason being, if you've watched any of our videos before, you've seen Captain and Sugar Baby with us. They travel wherever we go, the world. They go with us, and sadly, we lost our little captain, and we've just been crushed. And so I was thinking about, the video that we're going to do today, and how can I approach that from a positive standpoint. And Zig Ziglar came to mind. Fake it till you make it.
That's
right?
a good one, yeah.
And I'm not gonna lie, I haven't had a day without tears a couple of times, and that's just part of the process in grieving and in loss. And I don't want to make any excuses about it. I don't know how long that will last, but it will be what it'll be. But happier moments are falling into each day as the days go by. And I'm so grateful for all that little guy taught us in the time since we rescued him, or I really should say since he rescued us, because that's really what it turned out to be.
He brought a lot of joy to us, and that guy was attached to me everywhere I went.
Everywhere.
You don't realize it till after the fact. Like, I got a lot more free time, and I'd rather have the chores to take care of him.
Right?
I say the chores, like, wants to go out constantly, wants to sit where I'm sitting. Where I work at a stand-up desk, he has to go on the bed behind me, this little nest, and watch and
Right.
get up, get down. It's just, I miss it.
And that's a great lesson too, like Jeffrey said, he was a needy little fella. And part of that was because when we got him, he had already had 6 homes. And so he never really got over his abandonment issues. And he was just so attached. He had to be, if one of us got up, he had to follow. But Jeffrey really spent so many hours taking him out every morning, and sometimes, he was a fiery little fella, and sometimes he'd get up at 2 and he'd hear something and he'd want to go out, and Jeffrey always took him out, and any opportunity to smell the wild wind,
Yeah.
the two of them would be outside exploring. And I think that's something that he really taught you. It never was a chore,
Right.
in the negative sense. And the point is that I will say you always appreciated it. Every single day you would come in with him early in the morning and talk about how fresh the air was, and you would carry him out, and his little nose would go back and forth, and he'd smell the wild air, and you touch the tree trunks because of him, and you would go barefoot to feel the grass like he felt it, and you treasured that while you were doing it. And the point is that if you have, those chores, make sure that you treasure the beauty of them and the gift it is to have that opportunity, because I know Jeffrey and I would both do anything to have that back with him right now. And it's just not possible at this time. So on this planet, in this life. So that's why we haven't done a video in a long time. But, you know, I think I speak for both of us when I say that as sad as we are, we feel so honored and blessed to have been the chosen ones, to have cared for him and learned from him all that love, all that loyalty, unconditional. And even though it was unconditional, he always asked for love too. He was, because of his abandonment issues, he was very needy, and he requested a lot of attention and a lot of love, and it allowed us to give that without requiring anything back from him, right?
Right.
Which is such a beautiful thing. And
Watch the stream right here is flowing pretty heavy.
speaking of,
Watch your
there's a
step.
beautiful dog walking this way. So, if you have a pet at home, make sure that you give her or him some extra lovin's today and every day. And remember that we are their entire lives. We're their world, their everything. And they rely on us for everything that's good and beautiful in the world. And from giving that, we get so much more.
Yeah.
The memories that we have will last us
And
a
I still feel
lifetime.
like he's, even though we lost him physically, he's still out here everywhere with us. So
Right.
he's just taught us so much. The sky's so much bluer, the trees are so much greener. It's just, you know, it's so rich, and he's out here. So
I agree.
I know we still have him.
I agree. Wishing you great health, abundant happiness, and outrageous love from Copper Mountain.
Thanks, guys.